right, Home Squad Sports. Everyone, shout out. We're going to go ahead and go over NFL schedules. Got recruiting news, big recruiting news with our boy Corey Dailey. If you see on the bottom screen. But first off, how you doing, Dalton?
I can't complain, man. Went to the Reds game yesterday.
Yeah,
That was pretty nice.
Pete Rose night.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Shout out Pete Rose, R.I.P. Pete Rose. We got to see that. That was pretty lit.
They lost.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they lost, which sucked. But White Sox they got the win, but that's how it goes. So. Man, I want to go over a lot of stuff here, though. We got Corey Dailey, though, first news, and we got some stuff we want to go over. Like we said, we're at recruiting stuff all week. I mean, not all week, but all year, and throughout the week, we do recruiting stuff. Got a message here from someone saying that we got some attention for a player. I'll let out his name, just to kind of keep it private. But I got a message here from an athletic director saying thanks, for us putting out this guy's stuff, and he had some schools, actually pull up, show up. And show out, because of the stuff they've seen from Home Squad. So, man, that's kind of warm my heart. That's the reason we do it. Like, if we can get some guys into a new home, and then Jason Wright, quarterback for Buffalo quarterback for Buffalo this year, we covered last year. He just got a write up today. I mean, guys are getting just looks left and right. He started pretty much blowing up after Elite 11 last year and found his home pretty quickly. So shout out to this guy, and hopefully he finds at his home. But another guy we want to give a shout out to is Corey Dailey, man. Shout out to him. Man, big guy here. We give a round of applause. Absolute stud. Absolute stud that's been just cannon arm. Tulane offered him 8th offer. So he's got Lamar, Texas State, UTSA, Pitt, and some other lower ones, but those are kind of the big ones that stood out. But do you think Tulane could be a good spot for Corey Dailey?
I don't see why not.
It could be a good spot for bro.
QBs, like
big armed QBs too. Every quarterback that's good for Tulane can get a good arm.
Michael
Pratt. He's all right. He had a cannon though. He had already a little cannon, and then they had some guys before them too. Who they have before? They had some solid guys before that always had a cannon on them. If you really want to throw it back to Sean King, shout Sean King. Trent Edwards. But they've had some guys, man, and shout out to him. But yeah, we've had a lot of guys that have. Who else? McCown. And then obviously TJ Finley. He was there for a little bit. Now he's looking for a new home. Yeah. He was supposed to be really good.
He was supposed to win the starting job last year. To beat him out.
That's ugly. Yeah, I think there's a lot of guys that that's coming through Tulane kind of left. Honestly, it's kind of been a somewhere where they haven't got a guy that's been starting for 3-4 years. They kind of transfer portal school. So, man, if Corey Dailey can go there, got big arm out of Texas, man, that'd be a good look for him. And there's a lot of good looks out there for a lot of good guys. Now, we want to go over the number one offensive lineman there, Cantwell, who just committed to Miami. So, shout out to them. Jackson Cantwell. Big guy here, got his highlights. Big, like 6'7", dude. So, I mean, he's a force there on the line, a lot of body to work with, a lot of size. Yeah, old Louisville logo the team's using, a lot. Yeah, we had the old Carolina Panthers logo back then. So, I feel like it's a cheap, easy logo spot. So, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he's huge. Now, I'm not trying to – he plays a little high, but, I will say that he has got a lot of size to work with. So, obviously a huge ceiling, so shout out to him finding his new home. But they obviously, paid in the 6 figures for him, 7 figures. So,
big get.
Hopefully he shows up. They're saying he might not be a day one starter. So, if you're going to be a number one player in the nation, though, I would expect to be day one, but we'll see. But shout out to him. We got some other news here. We do have some news out of Miami. Carson Beck's actually throwing right now, so shout out to him. What do you think of Carson Beck right now? Is he going to shock some people, or is he going to get drafted the first 2 days next year? What do you think? I want to get your thoughts on where Miami is going to place within the ACC. Give me their too early prediction.
They'll probably be like last year. Honestly.
Yeah. Fighting for ACC.
ACCs. You know how I feel about them. Opposite of you, I think it's terrible.
I like the ACC.
I
like the ACC.
Except maybe Clemson, but that's it.
Man, I think they're gonna have a hard time to really replicate what they did last year. I think a lot of last year they had late game stuff, heroics out of Cam Ward, obviously, Restrepo, Arroyo, Martinez. I mean, they had guys on the.
Ward transferred to Alabama. Big loss. He was supposed to be the number one receiver this year. So
see, that's what I'm saying. I just like, are they going to have the firepower and the late game heroics like they did last year to do it? I don't know. We'll see. But it's good, if you're a Hurricanes fan, shout Steve Kim. If you're a Hurricanes fan, it's good news to see that all this money you invested.
I mean, I don't think they'll be
playing
Florida this year, though.
No,
Sure.
I don't think so
Last
either.
year.
No, I don't think so either.
Carson Beck, I mean, you seen the game last year against Florida. Jesus.
Oh, I don't think so either. I think I would just I just told somebody today, take the over on Florida, 6.5. Take a over on Florida this year. Florida's gonna be solid.
That's a lot. Not even beating a homer.
No,
6.5's crazy. You won more than that last year. We're way better.
Yeah. Florida's gonna be pretty solid this year. But Carson Beck throwing, which is good news for them. So
that didn't look great though. Throwing, honestly, I seen the video.
Yeah, I mean he's got a lot to work.
Come out too hot.
Just him throwing it all is pretty much a good feat for the injury, and you'll take what you can get. Yeah, you'll take what you can get as a Miami fan, especially when you paid out all this money for him. So let's keep it rolling here with some other news on the rundown. Now 100 days officially till college football, Dalton. So it's almost here. We almost got it. We're going to be grilling hot. We're going to be tailgating, watching the Gators hopefully not lose me some money this year, and some other teams as well. But only 100 days. We have some new faces on the ground. Arch Manning. What's Arch Manning going to do? What's Kirby and Georgia going to do? Ole Miss, got new quarterback as well. Ohio State retaining their bill. Give me some early storylines that you're looking forward to 100 days out.
My favorite storyline right now is there a favorite this year?
That's
can't be a favorite.
I think people are. I think people are gonna kind of replicate what they did for Ohio State last year. Everywhere, I think it's green checks everywhere, but the quarterback, and if the quarterback can show up and play, they'll be okay.
It's still awesome. I mean, the running game is not really as
good. But they have young guys coming up. They're trying to be wide receiver. Bama, me and you looked at 2026 recruiting class. Bama's not even on top 25. So what's Bama going to do? They're having a pretty tight quarterback race. It looks like Keelan Russell is being pretty good out of true freshman. So what are we thinking here? I mean, Ole Miss, new quarterback, a lot of new quarterbacks. A lot of people are on the South Carolina bandwagon. I think they're one of my favorite storylines this year is South Carolina, but obviously your Gators. I mean, going outside the SEC, is there anybody? I mean, it's Oregon. What are they going to do? Tennessee, they just found themselves having to get a new quarterback on the fly. A lot of new guys. Miller Moss in our hometown of Louisville. What's he gonna do? I mean, what is any guys that that's on your board with NFL or just college or that you're looking forward to? Just teams. Give me a G5. Maybe he's a G5, P5. It don't matter. But any storylines you're looking forward to? Is it pretty much Napier? You feel like you're Napier in. It's a Napier year for Dalton and the Gators. But we have Sac State if you're looking at FCS. I mean, we have new schools coming in. But I think there's a lot of guys that's coming in. Obviously, the big question is the quarterback class. I'm really curious to see about Arch Manning. I want to get your thoughts on Arch Manning.
Okay. Arch Manning, I mean, he looked good as little bit he played, man.
You're big on Arch Manning because you can run.
Yeah, he can run. He got a good arm. I mean, that's huge. Both of them. He looks like a first rounder to me, but he hasn't played that much. Same thing with Lagway. Is
he tank worthy? Is he tank worthy? Do you tank for Arch Manning right now? No. Okay, I like that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But something else I'm interested in this class is what receiver is going to step up.
Great question.
I mean, there's not a great number one receiver stand out right now at all.
No.
Evan Stewart from Oregon, I mean, maybe number one, but not great. Noah Thomas, I mean.
A lot of young guys, man. A lot of young guys.
You need some guys that's going to step up. It's going to happen.
It's going to be a repeat. I think Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith are going to go out there and just ball.
They can't go this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next year, 2027 draft.
Yeah. You're talking about draftable guys. Yeah, that's a hard one. Yeah, it's very hard. I don't know. I think we're going to see a lot of guys come up that's been moving around. That's the kind of double-edged sword of the transfer portal. We can't go off last year's numbers because they're at new places, and guys are going to step out. We know guys are going to not step up and who have big expectations. But nonetheless, we're going to see some new faces. We're even going to see some new logos. So college football unveiled their new college football logo here, bottom right. Here's their last couple logos. Man, back in the day, top left, that's back when me and you was playing on the game there and stuff that you could see. So new logos we're seeing. So as well as new faces. Hopefully we see some new hills there being climbed. Now we got the game that's going to be on Fox, obviously, with Ohio State and Michigan. I know you're. Everyone knows you're a Gators fan. but you all are pretty much one of the biggest best storylines to talk about in the offseason because you all have expectations, but they're not really as high as I think they should be because only 6.5 on Vegas is only giving you 6.5 wins. That's crazy to me.
Well, our schedule's. I mean, it's just like last year, second hardest in the country last year. It'd be up
Yeah.
there again. That's all it is, I think. But I like that 6.5. You know, that's not too much pressure on us.
No, it's not pressure, but you want pressure because that means you're good. You got guys, but that doesn't take away the talent that Gators have really accumulated this offseason. You haven't lost a lot of stars. You haven't really lost. You're not losing sleep on some of the guys you lost. Obviously, you're going to lose some people. You got Cormani McClain probably going to step up and start this year. Since I know you did you lost Dijon Johnson, but I think you all are good in pretty much every other aspect of the game. You might see me rooting on for some Gators. Now, we did get invited to go tailgate down in Baton Rouge there for LSU and Death Valley, which we may be down there for the Bama game. Just a heads up, and you'll get some crazy content from us there. Interviewing some Tiger fans, maybe eating some of the gumbo, playing some shuffle. Because and you're going because you're going to get a sneak peek. So you're actually going to be at the Florida and LSU game. Give me a prediction on the Florida LSU. Way too early. Are you coming out Death Valley a happy dude?
I think so.
Against Nussmeier, everybody's sussy for Nussy and Nussmeier. Everybody loves him.
I don't know if they're cheating for this year.
No, I don't. I Nussmeier. I just got a lot of questions about Nussmeier. That's it. That he's the biggest one I have questions on. Everybody likes him, pro style guy. But do you think the Gators are still going to walk out of there with a dub?
I think so, man. I like our offense is going to score a lot of points this year.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like the Gators this year, man. But LSU's they're hard and they're tough. But coaching, man, Brian Kelly is just it's hard to believe in him. It's hard. I want to. It's hard.
We beat him last year. We weren't.
I know. So I mean, give me a prediction though on like who's going to how you're going to win it. Is Lagway going to throw all over him, or are you going to maybe think you're going to have to get in the run game? And that's probably going to be game of the week, right? I mean, it's probably going to be game of the week.
I think our run game, Jaden Ball, is going to really step up.
Yeah. Okay.
He's already physical sophomore. Had a great freshman year. I think he's going to have a big game that week.
Love it. Now, like I said, sussy for Nussy. Everybody loves Nussmeier, but we're gonna see. Now we're only 100 days out, but that 100 days is gonna fly once we get rolling. So let's keep it rolling, and let's go ahead and over some rookie NFL news. We did see a guy who had some big questions on in the draft. Mason Graham. I had some big questions on him. He's throwing up practice. Everyone's already known about this, but we haven't had a chance to talk about it. Throwing up first day of practice. Is this a red flag for you or just nothing?
I mean, it depends on. I don't know. I wasn't there. I would like to be
there. Right.
I mean, we just ate something bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anything. Not that much to look into. I don't think yet.
No.
That's just a blip on the radar, maybe.
I think it's red flags, man. It's red flags. It's red flags. You can't be showing up. He's already looking sloppy. He wasn't taking it serious in the draft process, but obviously, because he knew he was going top 5, he was one of those chalk guys penciled in from start to finish, pretty much like the whole year. Mason Graham's top 5, and him and Will Campbell. And man, I think they're going to learn real quick that the Browns are Brownsing, and they got a guy who's going to not live up to what they picked. But I'm rooting for him. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But I know it probably doesn't sound like I'm rooting for him, but we'll see. There's a lot of rookies showing out, though, Dalton, man. And I know rookie mini camp, we can't get a full look of everything, but we'll take any form of football we can get. Obviously, we're not too psyched about the UFL, so I'll take some rookie mini camps all day. So let's go ahead and go over some rookie mini camp, some highlights. We got Shadur throwing a couple dimes here. Obviously, it's mini camp, I know, but, man, he's looking good. We got Arroyo looking good. Restrepo looking good out of Miami. A couple other guys on here. And we have Jackson Dart out of the Giants. Any guys you've been seeing on your feed that's been showing out? Here's Milroe throwing right here.
Milroe, yeah. He's been doing good.
Apparently. I know. His PR team is excellent, though. He's had great PR everywhere he's went. Yeah. We were at the Senior Bowl with him, and that was to Arroyo, I think. But here's your boy Jackson Dart throwing an absolute dart here. Bomb. Does he start any games for y'all? Let's go ahead and cut to the chase. Is he going to start any games? Probably.
I don't want him
this year.
I want to start like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. I like that. The last 2 or 3. Yeah, I like that too. So you got
There's some
Abdul
games.
Carter right here, and then Jackson Dart as well, and then you got Alexander.
Darius Alexander, man, is gonna be a beast.
Yeah, Scatabo, and man,
I mean, I like our team. It's
I like him.
not for this year, but for next year.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to build on, man. A lot of these rookies that look like they're kind of hyped to get in there, and it's just good to see anytime.
Scatabo, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. He could be really good.
He could. If you use him right, any back is like that. Ashton Genty walking out here looking like a freaking beast. Trying these new like compression practice jerseys out. I don't know about these, but nonetheless, good to see him. And then we have your guy right here, Tet, out here catching passes already. Shout out to him.
I mean, yeah, I know you touch on air, you know.
Him and Jimmy Horn, man. Him and Jimmy Horn. We'll see what happens. I think that's actually two really good pickups in the receiving game for them. So
around 22 or 23 if we're going to do something. I mean, we can get it done in 2 picks
about the
with
pick
Denver.
here.
I'm just trying to see if we wait, trying to get as much information as we can. But Pittsburgh's a quarterback needy team, but they're looking to move back too. So nobody's going to remember a 3rd-round pick if you're right. So you guys are convicted in him. You believe in him. We did the process. He checked all the boxes. Let's roll the dice. Houston will do the deal. 25. Houston gets 34, 99 in next year's 3rd. Oh, all right, buddy. Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Giants. There you have it. You get a live look into the draft room. Dayball got his guy. It's really actually good to see. I'm going to get your thoughts on this because that played a little earlier than I thought. But I want to get your thoughts on it. Love to see the GM trusting the coach, saying, all right, man, I'm going to give you all, give you all the tools you need to succeed. Was that, pretty, hype to see, you ball in the right direction for you as a Giants fan? What do you think after seeing that?
I love it. He hasn't had us guy quarterback yet.
True.
Yeah, Daniel Jones the whole time. Drafted by the last regime. I mean,
yeah, good point.
So Dable gets thrown under the bus a lot, but I don't know if he's a bad coach or not yet, honestly.
Yeah, it's true.
I might not know this year either. He might have to wait till next year, but that's part of it. I mean, if you fire him now, move on. This next guy won't have his quarterback either, He didn't pick Dart. So it's just, you don't want to get that repetitive pattern. Just, I think give him 2 more years.
2 more. I like 2 more.
This year, he's not any Dart plays.
Yeah, this year it's all about seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. You just want to see that light.
Young players
develop. Yeah, it's not, if you have an AR year, the Colts, you don't want that. You don't want the first year of AR this year. This year you want just to see some kind of hope, something to work with. But your team got a lot to work with. Let's go ahead and get into it. They got the quarterbacks here, room pulled up. Now, this is all 4 quarterbacks. More than likely, they're not going to be in all 4. Give me your thoughts going from left to right, or we're going actually right to left because that's Russell Wilson, Jameis, DeVito, and left is Jackson Dart. Going from right to left, give me the number of starts for each of these guys. Starting with Russell Wilson at the right. Let me hear it. How many starts does Russell Wilson get? Does he shit the bed? Does they pull him off, or does he ball out? I mean, we never know.
I think Russ starts 10 games. 10 games.
10 games. Okay. And then what about Jameis?
Jameis only starts about 3 or 4, and the Dart starts 3.
And then DeVito, obviously thinking he's not making it. No, I feel it.
4, he can't keep 4.
No, I agree.
I want to. I like DeVito. He's good for a third stringer. He's really good.
So 10 or 17, right, games? So you got 10, 4, and 3. Jameis getting 4.
Yeah.
So then you got Jackson Dart finishing out the last 3.
I think we trade Russell.
Bro,
somebody.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because, man, in my opinion, bro, I would just cut Russell. Why wouldn't you just cut him or trade him now? I know, but it's all about it's all about the future. You're trying to see some light.
Yeah, he's a great coach. I don't like him.
Yeah, just for 1 year. But they're both on 2 years.
And him and Winston helping him out would be better than just Winston. I mean, you got 2 guys instead of 1.
But there's going to be an odd man out because I know Russell's probably we don't have their contracts on here, but more than likely Russell's got the more guaranteed money than Jameis. So one of these guys are going to have to leave. It's probably going to be Russell.
Jameis don't mind being the backup, I don't think, though. Honestly.
But give me your logic. If you're trying to develop a young quarterback, are you going to keep the guy getting paid more or keep the guy getting paid less? What would you do?
I won't keep them both. In my opinion.
After this year. That's what I'm saying. After this year, because it's a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Russ is 1. Jameis is 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we did it.
Okay. Oh,
Russ
okay.
only gets his
That makes a
share
lot more
either way,
sense.
so-
That's what I hope.
So we'll have James next year either way to back up Dart.
I love that. I think it's a good. I think it's a good plan, and a lot of guys out there are executing good plans as an organizations. I'm really curious to see what Michael Penix does. Michael Penix has been balling. Obviously, me and you have talked off camera and on camera on him being a left-handed. How that's kind of
Not many good ones.
not many good ones. It's harder. Dylan Gabriel's got that thing to go against him as well as height.
Got a lot going against him.
A lot going against him, but a lot of left-handers do. And but I'm curious to see because I've seen some good stuff. They do have the weapons around them. A lot of rookie quarterbacks, quote unquote, with J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix this year. You add those to this year's rookie class, first-year starters. Man, we're going to get a lot of people balling out. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. We got schedules to go into. We get into brass tacks. Obviously, we can't go through all 32 teams, but there's a couple teams that got the short end of the stick. And your Giants being one of them. I mean, Giants are voted among the top 3 or worst 3, however you want to put it, of toughest schedules. So, I mean, these schedules are obviously new, and we haven't seen any of them. But I want to give you some of them. We're having some technical difficulties on our end, but you all can see. You all can see it, but we can't see it on our end. But I can get it pulled up. But give me your thoughts here as you're getting it pulled up, as I'm getting it pulled up. On we got the Commanders first.
I mean, the first 4 games.
Then we got y'all have the Saints down the line, the Eagles, 49ers. You end with the Cowboys. You got the Commanders yet again, obviously. But, man, tough schedule here, tough sledding. You got us Packers. Packers are going to go out there. You know what we're going to do out there. Come on. You know what we're doing.
I mean, dude.
I feel sorry for y'all.
Eagles, Broncos, Eagles.
We just
3 games
talked.
in a row.
Should you even start Jackson Dart at this point? Because throw him into the Wolves. Because these
The last 3.
last 2 at
Vikings,
least.
Raiders, Cowboys,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's money.
Vikings got good defense,
Those are
but
the only
last
3.
2.
Those are the last
You
exactly
don't want to
last
make
2.
your debut against
Exactly.
Brian Flores.
Exactly. Last
Not
2.
your first game.
Last 2.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, 2.
No, I don't want his first game against Brian Flores.
Okay.
Confidence.
I like that.
Against Las Vegas, though, yeah.
Okay.
But man,
So
we might win 4 games. Like
4 games as you're thinking, just off the early look here, oversight.
Raiders and Eagles twice.
Yeah,
Chiefs,
I know
Chargers,
it's so hard, man.
Broncos, Bears, Packers, Lions,
I know.
Vikings. So we can beat the Raiders. We might beat the Cowboys once, and I don't think they're
You
good.
could beat us. You all usually beat us.
We do usually beat right when we're not good.
Yeah, I know. That's what sucks.
Yeah, true. We beat
So-
the Patriots, the Niners this year.
Yeah, the Niners have the easiest schedule voted. We'll go over theirs. But
Yeah, man, it's looked like tough sledding. Couple primetime games. Monday night game against the Patriots. Maybe we can win that one though.
yeah, I would like that. So another team that got voted as another tough schedule along with y'all is the Bears. So the Bears obviously with a tough schedule. I think Caleb Williams is going to have a lot to prove, obviously. But I've seen some film on here. Somebody was breaking down some 20-yard pass film. But I don't know about him. I'm still got a big question mark on him. I don't know if Caleb's a prove it year for him. Now, obviously, we got preseason here, but they start off with Vikings. Then they got Lions, Cowboys, Raiders, which is not too crazy for them, but I still think they'll lose that game. Commanders are going to annihilate them. Saints, they'll probably win that game, maybe.
I mean, I got him going.
Then they got Ravens, Bengals, you all the Giants.
8 or something.
9 games. 9 games.
I think they're gonna be.
You like the Bears winning 9
I think they're
games.
gonna be pretty good. Yeah, they split with the Vikings and the Packers.
Okay. I don't hate that.
They beat the Cowboys at home.
Okay, I don't hate that.
They beat the Raiders.
Nope.
Really?
I don't think so.
I think the Raiders gonna be terrible.
Justin Jinty's going to run all over the face.
Ginty, okay, that's it.
Jinty's going to run all over the face. And they got the tight ends, Bowers, right?
No, they don't.
Yeah, he's a dog.
They'll beat the Saints and the Giants. They'll probably beat us.
What?
At home?
Maybe, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I wish
All right,
we-
all
I
right,
hope we
all
do,
right.
but-
All right, you're right.
They'll probably beat the Steelers at home.
No.
Home? Steelers suck. Man.
Okay, I like that. So how many wins are you at right now?
And then at home against the Browns.
No.
Wow.
Shadur's going to go crazy against Caleb Williams. Shadur will be starting.
All year? Oh, by that time,
Yeah, he'll be starting for sure.
Kenny Pickett starts day 1.
Ooh, I like that take. I don't like the take, but I like how hot that take is because he's
I
horrible.
don't like it either, but
I mean, you like a lot. You was one of the guys that liked him coming out. I mean, a lot of guys liked him coming out.
I just like this game. I like that he was good scrambler.
He had that run.
Yeah, that run they made it illegal. So.
Yeah, the fake knee. But yeah, you saying them getting 9 wins is actually crazy. I mean,
I don't think the schedule's nearly as hard as it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think, and now
I mean,
the Lions. We'll go ahead and move on to the Lions.
Baltimore, Cincinnati, back-to-back
We we start off here obviously with the Lions week 1. Then they got Bears, Ravens. They got the freaking Browns down the line. Turn it up. They got Buccaneers.
Bengals, Chiefs, Bucks, 3 in a row.
Yeah, Bengals, Chiefs, Bucks. Then they got down the line.
Eagles back-to-back.
Yeah, man, it's bad. Then they have Giants back-to-back with the Packers. Commander, like you said, Commanders, Eagles. Before that, Cowboys, Rams. They have the second hardest for sure. They might try to take your fandom out here, which I know it's hard. Or is this a harder schedule than the Giants? I think it is too.
I was looking at the numbers. By numbers, we had the hardest schedule, number 1.
Yeah,
but
look at this. Some of these teams are going to be hot.
But they only have
the Rams are going to be hot.
The only easy game they got the Browns all year.
And we never know. I mean, okay, I'm going to put on the record right now. Cowboys are going to be shitty, but we never know what they're going to do.
They can play good 1 week.
Yeah, exactly.
They do that sometimes.
Yeah, they're always. You never know what's going to happen.
They're like a college team.
Yeah, you never know because your team might lay down against them, or they might.
They
just
might lay down.
it just.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, usually it's a defensive game, how they win. But the Lions, obviously, people have been picking them to go to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, however you put it, the past couple years. Do you think, looking at this schedule, they're either going to come in battered or they're going to miss out on the playoffs? Either one. I mean, either way, they got to go through a gauntlet. But do you think, are there still going to be contenders having to go through all of these components?
I mean, they might win 10 games, 10, 11.
10, 11.
They're going to win 13 or 14 again.
No. Hell no.
So
no, the Rams is a hard one right there. Rams are better.
I mean, yeah, Bucks are hard.
But Bucks are better. Yeah, exactly. A lot of these teams.
Browns and Steelers are 2 easiest games. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
And the
Cowboys. That's such a wild flip of the coin. What you're gonna get.
The easiest games, so that's rough.
I agree.
But divisions. I mean, that was tough.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It was the weakest division a few years ago. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, we had one of the weakest divisions in football. Yeah. Bears were obviously horrible until a year ago. So, yeah.
They still weren't great last year, but it should be better.
Yeah.
We'll
there was just a lot of games with Chicago where they last 3 minutes and they were in the game and then just went to shit. But, that's the Bears. So, let's go ahead and move on. The easiest schedule voted by, I guess, everyone was the 49ers. So, they have Seahawks, Jags, Falcons, Rams, Browns, Colts. Then they have this second slate here, second run of the tour. We have Saints, Rams, Texans, Cardinals, 49ers, Bears, and then it just gets easy, man. I mean, God, Cardinals, Bucks. I think the Cardinals are going to be better than a lot of people think. So obviously they got the Cardinals twice. But man, yeah, this is pretty easy sledding here. Wonder what the over and under is going to be on them.
Make the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. Purdy is so happy right now.
I mean, Saints, Jags, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Colts.
Yeah, Purdy's very happy right now.
That should be 6 layups. So then just win a couple more.
Yeah, but you got to think, man. Layups. Who's making those layups, bro? They have new faces and trying to get make a name. Ooh, crazy terms. I like it just because somebody's got to go for 1,000, right? We were talking about that. We were just talking about that not too long ago. Pretty much every team's got 1,000 yards, so they got pretty much. You have to have somebody.
Hey, he was that first round pick for a reason. He's gonna show it. I mean, he scored first game last year. Shot in the chest.
Yeah,
it's a dog. He's a dog.
He's a dog.
That's the definition of.
If you're not rooting for him, what are you doing?
Not miss the whole season. A lot of guys. Rehab stuff. You want to play, even though they're out of contention.
Yeah,
came in balled. So, yeah, I'm liking him. Just Purdy got to deliver on the ball.
I know, and I got big questions about that. I got big questions about Purdy. They're talking $50 million a year for this guy. I just think he's hit his ceiling, man. There's nothing wrong with saying you were pretty good in the NFL for 4 years. There's nothing wrong with saying that, bro. Like that you were good for 4 years. Some people aren't even in the league for 4 years, let alone one. So, let alone you started for 4 years and did pretty decent. Like, bro, that's something to hang your hat on. But we can't be paying you for another 7 years, $200, $300 million.
No, I don't. I mean, if they do, I hope they do because I'm in the FC,
Yeah, right. Yeah, knock yourself out. I feel it. But, yeah, it's hard, man. I think their window's shut. I kind of predicted that last year with Shanahan, just a lot of their guys losing their athleticism around them. So we'll see what they do. They have pretty easy pickings for them, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and go to a team that's near and dear to my heart, Green Bay, publicly owned Packers. Obviously we start off with a rivalry game with the Lions. Then we're looking at a really tough game with the Commanders. Commanders might be going to the Super Bowl this year. They added Laramie Tunzel. They drafted offensive line first round, Josh Connerly. They had Debo. I mean, damn. Everybody getting a year better. How do you take them out? They were a game away. They had one of the best, if not the best, left tackle in football, and then they add a first rounder, another guy protecting them. So shout out. Obviously, we have the Cowboys down the road as well. Bye week, 5th week. I know who do we have 3rd week. Do you see that? Cowboys 3rd week. Browns 3rd week. So we'll see if Shadir will be starting right there. I don't think he will be, but we'll see. And then we have the Bengals.
After the bye week, you got the Bengals, and the Cardinals, Steelers, Panthers. At least you get the Panthers.
Yeah, I know, man. The Panthers are going to have a lot of young guns, like you said. Tet, getting Bryce Young some help. Jimmy Horn's looking good, and I don't know. Obviously, we're not too heavy until this preseason on betting and stuff like that and lines, but I would hammer over on the Panthers wins. I think they're going to be respectable this year. I think
I think 3rd best team in their division, probably.
I really wish they would have got Tyler Warren, though.
Nah, Tet's going to have a good year.
You're saying this Tet guy's all pro, top 5 receiver in the league.
No, he's going to go over 1,000 as a rookie.
1,000 as a rookie.
It's not that crazy. He happened 3 times last year, at least. Maybe 4 times
Did they have a 1,000-yard receiver last year? Did Carolina? No.
Jags did, though. They suck. So I'm saying you've got to be a good team to. Thomas Jr. had 1,000.
Shout out that little clip we shown earlier with Travis Hunter. Seth Hennigan threw that dime, by the way. Our boy, the Jags.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So shout out Seth Hennigan. But yeah, Packers here to keep it on pace. Middle slate here with the Cardinals. We got Steelers. Panthers themselves. It's not too crazy right there. I think it was manageable. Yeah, we're all right there. Obviously, I'm worried. I'm worried at the last 3. Honestly. It's not looking good there with the Bears, Ravens, and then the Vikings.
At Denver too, the last 4.
Yeah.
Last 7. I mean, let's be honest.
And then we're getting Bears twice in 3 weeks.
The last 7 games are all hard.
Yeah, is that Bears twice in 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Why would you bet that? Why would you do that?
Vikings.
I don't like that at all.
Your last 7 games are tough. You need to win.
I don't know where we're ranked on toughest schedules, but
it's 4 out of 5 against Cincinnati. Arizona.
We're not going to. This is a bad year for It's a bad year. I'm scared.
6 straight.
I'm scared.
Cincy, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Carolina. You need to win 6 straight.
Yeah, I know. And that's probably not going to happen because I'm scared. But our big question marks about our quarterback. So we'll see. And obviously, we're not going over every team, but just the ones that stood out. Let's go ahead and throw it to the defending champions, Dalton. They deserve our respect here. Jalen Hurts coming off a great year. A.J. Brown coming off a great year. But the big catalyst of that running game of the whole offense was the guy that your former team had in their hands, and they're not there anymore with Saquon Barkley. So are they going to repeat? Me and our boy, our good friend Gage was talking about earlier. They might repeat. It's not too crazy. But the schedule here is not too crazy as well. Is there anything that's standing out?
The first 5 weeks are pretty tough, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, no walk in the park here for the champs. They're going to have to, improve why they got the hardware. Rams is a hard game for anybody, bro.
Exactly.
You got to watch out for the Rams this year.
Denver's going to be tough all year, too.
Yeah, Denver is, too. Week 1, Bo Nix versus Cam Ward. Week 1. How you feel about that?
That's an easy win.
It's entertaining, though.
Yeah, I'll watch.
I like it. What do you think about Cam Ward?
I like,
is he growing on you, or you just like,
I like him.
He's growing on me.
He was my QB 1.
He was 1A, and I had a 1A and 1B with Dart and Ward, and then Shadur at 2.
But either way, I like him. I think he's pretty good, but Titans ain't got a good quarterback in a while.
No.
I mean, unless Tannehill.
Tannehill, man. He had a good year. He's not a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I think
It's McNair, really.
Yeah, so the Eagles are trying to repeat, man. Obviously, they got the nasty defensive line. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis out there trying to go crazy. The Rams are going to.
Twice in 3 weeks too.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, North, rivalries. I get that's why they're doing that, hard games. But bro, it's a rivalry game. You could have put those any weeks. They're going to be big games.
I don't like it.
So yeah, I don't get that right there. Do you think the pick should play each other? Remember, I told you about that. I think the first pick should play the team who had the second pick. The third team should play the team who had the fourth pick all the way down the line. Wouldn't that be just? And you don't have to. You can schedule them, just scatter them, whatever. Wouldn't that be? I feel like that's something they should adopt because
I mean, I don't know.
same team in two teams, twice in 3 weeks, same team is kind of crazy. Come on, can we get a little creative here with the schedule? I mean, it's just 2 teams in a row. We've seen this. So, I mean,
you gotta play division teams twice.
I know, but what wouldn't you want to see? I would like to see my division opponent in the beginning of the season when it's hot, nasty out, and then maybe when it's cold out, at the end of the season. So, I don't know. I think the NFL, it doesn't matter what they could have done. What are your thoughts on the big rollout, the big movie trailers, spectacle schedule releases? I wasn't too hyped on them. I don't really think it's that serious. I like the graphics. This is cool. This is great. But have you seen some of these videos?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Minecraft and stuff.
What do you think about
The
it?
Colts had to apologize.
Oh, really? Well,
Tyreek
yeah.
Hill.
So what happened with that?
Well, they had the Dolphins on there. They had like a Coast Guard arresting them or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
They was throwing crazy shade.
the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that sucks.
That's so dumb. Yeah, it's childish. It really goes to show you what generations are running social medias for these teams.
Which team has smart? Some teams have smart.
Yeah, it's like, God, come on, man. Like, I don't know. NFL's billions and billions, so I didn't watch any of them. I watched 0 schedule release videos. Proud to say it.
One of them was feminine. It's like Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, see.
Dance moves.
Yeah, I get it,
It
man.
only makes sense. Dance moves his opponent.
Yeah,
Didn't even make sense.
yeah. I don't get it, bro.
But,
I don't get it.
know.
I just think
We're playing what a week.
they could come out. NFL could come out with anything. They're printing money, which I get, but it's not that serious. It's just a schedule. So a lot of things are going to change until then.
What do you think about the lottery in the NFL? I heard people saying it might be a good idea.
Lottery, I do like that.
But I don't think so.
I mean, it could do tanking. I think you should do top 5 lottery, top 8 lottery, around there because there's usually a big drop off.
Or I read it like the Joe Milton games last year.
Yeah, but Joe Milton's Joe Milton may get traded again if he goes out and shows out in preseason and somebody gets hurt.
I was just saying he wouldn't even start that game.
No, yeah, I agree.
Like the lottery in the NFL, I think it's a NBA thing. It's easier to tank.
You're right.
You only got 17 games in the NFL.
Yeah,
it's hard to tank.
Yeah, I could care less however it goes because usually tanking obviously the first couple spots, but usually the worst teams it just fills itself out. The good teams win, the bad teams lose.
Yeah,
it's usually how it goes.
Really
it's hard to tank with NFL. I don't think we see it as much anymore just because the expanded playoff and how kind of easy it is to go to the playoffs now and how much more revenue that is just going to the playoffs and just being a Steelers team or being a team that's just barely getting there every year, yada, yada. But yeah, I don't know. What's your thoughts? Do you think they should go lottery? No? I don't think so. Hey, I don't think so. I think it's good where it is. Obviously, they have a lot of stuff they need to change. One of these teams right here, obviously, the incorporation of the Chiefs and how their whole media thing is kind of went in, and that's kind of shed light on stuff other than football. That's kind of a point to the schedule release stuff. But what do you think about the Chiefs now they're talking about them? I mean, we got a lot of guys we were potentially having to be forced to say, are they going for a 4-peat? I mean, I was dreading that all year of having to say, are they going to 4-peat? Are they going to 4-peat? Let alone the 3-peat. People were going to talk about that. Okay. But I'm glad they didn't win because we don't have to talk about a 4-peat. They've added some help up front. They got Simmons. They had a couple other guys, but I don't think they're contenders this year. What do you think? You think they are?
Yeah.
They're right back in the picture. Do you think what's the record? More than or under over or under 11 wins?
They probably win 11.
11 right on the dot. Okay.
Or 12. I mean, they got tough schedule: Chargers, Eagles, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, Bills, Broncos, Texans.
Yeah.
10 hard games.
Yeah, I know. It's not a walk in the park for them.
12-5 probably.
12-5. Okay.
I mean, half the hard games.
I think they're going to take a step down this year, man. I really do. I think we're going to see a lot of. I think Kelsey is, hanging on by a thread, and then now we got protection issues. It looks like possibly with Mahomes. So I think this year, man, it's going to be a hard one. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna. If they get a bye, yeah, cool. But if they don't get a bye, I don't think they get a playoff win. That is my prediction, bold prediction, however you want to call it. But I don't think they're going to get a playoff win if they don't get a bye.
Mahomes has ever not made the conference.
If they get a bye, I don't know. If they even, sorry, I don't mean to cut off. But even if they do get a bye, I don't think they get one. But
he's never not made it, so
yeah,
not bad against him. I don't like him, but he's never not made the conference championship as a starter.
Isn't that crazy?
So why is he not going to?
Because I just think everyone's stepping it up, bro.
Who's better? The Bills didn't get that much better.
I don't know.
The Ravens didn't get that much better.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They arguably had the best draft, in my opinion. Mike Green?
Yeah.
Mike Green?
Yeah, nice. Off-field issues.
Oh, they don't care about no off-field issues. Jalen Carter had off-field issues. Guess what? His ring shines off the field.
He went like 9th overall.
I know, but I'm saying this guy should have.
Mike Green, I mean,
this guy should have.
He's good. He's a rookie, though.
But, hey, I've seen a lot of rookies get –
their O-line's bad now.
I've seen rookies make contributions to championship efforts, as in Clay Matthews. Okay, I'll give you that. And then now they got, obviously, Justin Tucker. They got a new kicker. We'll see if it comes down to a kick. We'll see if it comes down to a kick for them. We don't have their schedule up on here, but yeah, man, I think it's going to be interesting for a lot of these teams. Now, the biggest team I want to talk about that I'm a big hater on, you can call me whatever. I just think the jig's been up, and I've seen through their act for years now, is the Dallas Cowboys. Give me your thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, they just traded for Pickens. Everybody, I've heard that people love the pick. People love the trade. I don't. I think it doesn't move the needle at all. Dakota Prescott. I'm not calling him Dak anymore. Dakota Prescott. I don't think he's just that guy, man. I don't think he is. But looking at their schedule, Dalton, I want to give me your prediction on their season. What do you think here? I don't see many wins at all. I just want to. I thought I was crazy here. So obviously they got Giants, Bears, Packers. I don't know which one's preseason here. If I have it on here, just because none of them. Okay, bet. So yeah, Eagles, Giants, Bears, Packers, Jets, Panthers, Commanders, who I think may win the Super Bowl, Broncos, Cardinals. Back half here. After the bye week, we do have Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs. I don't like that for them, and I think this is the last year for the Dakota Prescott project. Hasn't really moved the needle for me. Ezekiel Elliott obviously came and went. CD Lamb is there now. Michael Parsons is there. Don't see it, but do you think they make a quarterback change? He's not good.
Oh, he's good.
No, he's not. What's he gonna do this year? Give me his touchdowns. Because it's 1,000 yards, that's great. But I want about points on the board. What is Pickens gonna do for me on a touchdown standpoint? Is he gonna get 10 touchdowns?
Yeah.
10 touchdowns.
That's what I was gonna say.
10?
Yeah.
And 1,000 yards. Close to it? 800?
Real close.
8 to 2. Yeah, okay.
8 to 1,000.
I like that.
He's a touchdown guy.
I don't like him though. I don't think he's good, bro. I just
he's physical.
Dakota. You know what? I actually would like that. I like that. I would say he goes for 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns if their record's bad, because it is. He's going to get some great stats because their record's going to be bad. But if they're in any good season, I think it's just going to be a group effort to the utmost degree. But playoffs. Are they going to playoffs? No, I don't think so either. Jerry's obviously the problem. He runs the show, owner. He's the executioner, judge, all that stuff. But do you want to see him win before he passes? No, you don't want to see him get one more? No. I do. And that's why I don't like Dakota Prescott, sorry. I don't like Dakota Prescott so much because I want to see Jerry win. And you are robbing this man of his last few years because you give him just a little bit of hope. Right when he starts to question you, you give him a little bit of hope. And then he doesn't get rid of you. Jason Garrett, they thought was a problem. He wasn't a good coach. And then they got my old coach, McCarthy, not a good coach. But it's two things can be right. It's the coach and the quarterback, and they've kept the same quarterback. So you don't want to see Jerry Jones get another one. Obviously, he's a great actor. Made an appearance in Landman.
I know I'm a Giants fan.
Huh? I know you're a Giants fan, but I just wanted he's devoted his life to this team. He lives, I know, but we haven't. We weren't watching football. We were like 2 years old.
Yeah.
So, and I do want to put some respect on Troy Aikman's name because what a heck of a quarterback. Seen some highlights from him throughout the last couple years. Coach JB's usually he loves Troy Aikman. But I think we only have a couple more schedules to go over. The last couple we want to go over is a pick, maybe my pick. I don't want to put it on a record yet, but my possible pick for the Super Bowl champions is the Washington Commanders. So very excited for them this year, I think. I love to see when a team does good. They haven't done good in a while, right? They could go ahead and get complacent. Kind of reminds me when the Milwaukee Bucks won the championship. They did nothing that offseason, right? You see some of these teams do nothing that offseason. They have success, but they said, no, we want to get better. We think we have room to grow. And I love that. So they have a pretty – it's not too crazy. Obviously, they have the Cowboys twice. They opened up with you all, right? And then they have the Falcons, it looks like, and then Lions, and then looks like Broncos. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a very manageable schedule. Obviously, it's about staying healthy. You know, your guys have to be on the field to make plays. But what do you think about the Commanders? Do you think over/under on 12 wins and just their playoff run? What do you think, Dom?
A lot of wins.
I know, man. I think this is going to be a great year for them. You're going to see a lot of Commanders fans become picky because they're going to get used to winning this year, I think. A lot of wins.
12 sounds good. 11 or 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're good, man. Jay Daniels, probably.
I like it.
Really good.
MVP. Do you think he can win MVP?
Can.
I think he will.
He won't, but he can.
Who will? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow. Who do you think? Who do you think?
MVP.
Do we see maybe a receiver get it? Justin Jefferson, does he wheel J.J. McCarthy in his first year to a playoff appearance? Now, we are seeing the Vikings having 2 games back-to-back overseas. I'm fading both of those games. I don't think they're going to win either. But
they get 9 home games, though, and only 7 road games. They did that. Or 6 road games.
That's great, but it's horrible. That's not those aren't road games. Those are road trips, man. Those are road games for everybody. There's no home game there.
Yeah, but they're over. They don't get to fly. They don't have to fly.
I just think they're going to be. I think. Obviously, I don't know. Obviously, we never played in the league, but I think a big part of that, when you're at that high level of an athlete, a big reason why you got there is routine. And I think once they break that routine, and by the time they're relearning a new one, they have to break it up. So maybe they do good over there, but when they come back, they don't do good. Yeah, so maybe when they come back, they won't be good, but I'm kind of worried about them on those 2 games. But nonetheless, I do think the Commanders, on the other hand, are going to be good. I think they're going to the Super Bowl. But you like 12 wins. I like 12 wins as well. I think we have the last one here, which is the Texans. C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels, comparable there. Last couple years, lighting it up. We've been really lucky to see rookie quarterbacks come in and come to the playoffs as soon as they come in, step foot in the league. Bo Nix as well. Shout out. Are we going to see anybody else this year? We've talked about it. I don't know if we will. I don't think we will.
Not this year.
No, I think we're going to have a break in it.
There's only one starter.
Yeah, right.
I mean, day 1 starter.
Yeah, and then if you want to count J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix as rookies, which I don't, but technically. But yeah, I agree. I think out of those 2, give me your pick if we're going to have no rookie quarterbacks in the playoffs. Out of those 2, of Penix and J.J. McCarthy, who has the best shot of going to the playoffs?
Probably the Falcons, just because of the division.
I like that. I like it, man. And it's a new quarterback with – does he have weapons? No. He's got some all right weapons around him, right? New defense, couple guys in defense with Jalen Walker, James Pierce. I am too.
He's overrated.
I don't think he's overrated just because he's really good in the pass game, and you need a good quarterback to utilize your running back well. Aaron Rodgers did that good with Aaron Jones. But, Desmond Ritter's not going to cut it. Desmond Ridder, Kirk Cousins didn't really live up to the hype. So I do give him some pass on that. We'll see what Bijan does. But you're saying the Falcons have a better shot and going to the playoffs, which I do agree with. Your Giants, you just want to see improvement. And with my Packers, I don't know where our expectations are. It depends on who you ask. We're obviously a big fan base, so some people are jaded and think we're Super Bowl contenders every year.
Yeah.
I don't think we are. I think that's going to be a really hard year for us. In my opinion, we need a quarterback, but we'll see if we'll see. I don't know. What's the best receiving core if you don't have a good quarterback to give him to? But we've already paid him, so we got to lay in the bed we made.
Riding with him.
Yeah, we're lying with them. So before we wrap up, Dalton, got some schedules, some point of emphasis of some teams who have interesting roads, to say the least. But we have some good news, man, that's came out of this week. Helping kids get looked at. We got schools pulling up off of videos that they've seen. We got guys getting offered there. Tulane, Corey Dailey out of Texas, shout out. Go follow us on Home Squad Sports, everyone. We're getting closer and closer. If you got Facebook, just find us on Facebook and hit a follow because we are trying to start streaming on there. And, hopefully to add some more people to the team here soon and, bring some stuff throughout the offseason because fighting for content in the offseason, everyone's doing lists and stuff. We got our quarterback list coming out. Our top high schools of 2026 and 27. Some guys that you've heard on here, some guys you haven't heard on both lists. Yeah. So Will Jackson, a guy that's definitely going to be on there. I'll give you a sneak peek on him. He'll be on the show here, and we'll have some more interviews of some players. But NBA playoffs, man, obviously your Denver Nuggets, Dalton. Playing right now, fighting for their lives. I'm hoping you win the championship just because I put it on y'all to win.
16-12 right now. Come on, we're winning by 4. Yeah, it's a must-win. Obviously down 3-2. But we won this one, man. I think we get through. We've experienced to lose the next one. But
I agree. Whoever comes out this series right here with Oklahoma City and Denver, I think is going to win the championship.
Oh yeah, with Tatum out now, especially.
We got it. I think it's for sure. And then
that injury just made the West. Whoever's coming out the West one.
Yeah.
Even if the Timberwolves come out.
Yeah, I kind of thought that before the injury, just let alone. I just don't picture two East winning in a row, 2 teams in a row. So that'd be hard. 2 times in a row, the East winning it when the West is dominated for so long.
Nuggets at Pacers finals.
I know. I would love to go. The Pacers have been knocking on the door, man. And when they added Pascal Siakam, when they got a guy who's got there's championship experience when you go and get when you add a guy who didn't play, that is still a championship experience, right? But when you add championship experience to a guy who's done it and made plays in the championship, that's just different. So I think that's definitely a big point in their favor. But we'll see. So the Pacers are fighting. They call this they call it the We Believe Warriors. They're calling this the Everybody Eats Pacers. I love that. Everybody eats Pacers. Halliburton, they've really turned a corner when Halliburton started to pass more and said, all right, I got to distribute more. I'm pretty much a point guard. They kind of switched the roles with him and Nimhard being more of a 2. So, yeah, I think they got a good luck. But anything you hear want to add, we'll play one more video of one of our high school guys before we go. But is there anything you want to add and then, let the people know of before we head out?
I'm good, man. You good? Florida got Boogie Flan today.
Oh, really?
Officially. So, about to run it back.
Congrats.
We're about to run it back, I think, everybody. Aiden Lee, Boogie Flan.
You should put money on. You honestly should put money. I'll do it.
I will.
I think I'm going to.
I told you I was going to.
I think you'll have a good.
I'm going to. We're repeating. If we don't, it's going to take a catastrophic injury.
Yeah, I think with NIL with basketball, it's been getting really predictable. It's getting real predictable with basketball.
We're a basketball school now.
Yeah, we called it. 2 weeks in the season, Florida might be the best team in the nation, and then that was before we knew how deep they were.
Right.
So,
class started, Urban wasn't even playing yet.
Right.
And Micah wasn't playing.
Right.
He came back late.
Yeah. So that was before we knew how deep they were.
Aberdeen wasn't in a big role yet. Yeah.
So as the season goes, I was like, all right, they already might be the best, and oh my God, they're getting deeper.
We're gonna be 10 deep again.
That's the thing. It was like, oh my God, they're getting deeper. Pause, but it's been a crazy.
Just as deep. That's why we're just as dangerous. Like with CJ, we got 2 top 50 guys coming in and 3 top 50 transfers.
Crazy 12 months for Florida athletics, man. Really take a good turn for the right direction. Shows you what points of when you say, all right, we're putting our foot down, we want to win. They're doing it. So I like that. It's obviously good. Teams like USC, UCLA have kind of gone by the wayside.
Yeah.
So we need those SEC guys to really be good, man. And if it has to get over polluted in the SEC, so be it. But we want our good teams to be good.
Every team's good. But that makes you better in the tournament time.
True. I agree.
Battle tested. That's why we won all those close games.
I agree. Yeah, so I think it's a good place to end it there, folks. Be on the lookout. We'll see if the Nuggets get it done. We're going to have some college football, some streaming stuff on the game for the offseason starting probably next week. And be on the lookout for our quarterback list, man. 20 quarterbacks, 2026, 20 quarterbacks, 2027. Be on the guys to look out. A few of the guys committed, most of them not committed. And, guys looking for homes and that we're trying to help with. So be on the lookout. Go follow us on all the socials in the bio. And we really appreciate all of you. And you all have a good night, man. I see y'all.
See y'all later.
See ya.